Hello fish fools, Jeff here. So here's another look at my 30-gallon planted live bear community tank. And in this video I wanted to point out one of my favorite plants, Cryptocoryne Lutea. That is this plant here. And this 30-gallon is 16 inches high, and my Cryptocoryne Lutea has reached the surface of a 16-inch tank, which is pretty wild, I think. From what I've known, what I've seen in other videos learning about this plant, is it's not described as growing that big. I watched one of Aquarium Co-op's older videos, and he mentioned in one of his, this is a while back, but he mentioned he was in a tank that he was using it as a carpeting plant, and he used it, as a guy, just put his hand up against it, and that's about as big as it was. But from there, I still have that much room to the surface, and mine has grown really big. There's an auto sinkless on it right there. That's actually serves as a perch for the auto sinkless. A lot of times auto sinkless will be up on the glass, but that's one of the plants that when they're not on the glass, he spends time on the plant there. But I got this plant, well, it's been over a year ago. It was before I submitted any videos and created this this channel on YouTube. But I bought it at Petco, and it was sold in a potted plant, and from what I have now is just a much smaller portion. And this is a combination of Eco-Complete and just a mixture of that and regular gravel. So Eco-Complete would have nutrients in it, and it's planted into that. But I guess over time, plants will absorb the nutrients out of the Eco-Complete substrate. So it's been, like as I mentioned, over a year. And I know I did add root tabs, but I haven't in a long time. So towards around the time when I would have first gotten that plant, I've added root tabs, but none since. I do add the Aquarium Co-op Easy Green liquid fertilizer in this tank, but this Cryptocoryne Lutea just sends shoots and runners, and it has spread out all over here. Here's some Cryptocoryne Lutea right there. Put a smaller piece there, and got a lot growing on this end over here. I just put a tiny piece that I started with over here, and that has grown up this big and spread out other shoots. But that being Cryptocoryne Lutea, I also have Cryptocoryne Wentii, or Cryptocoryne Wendetti. I've heard it pronounced different ways. Which one is correct, I don't know. But this one hardly grows at all. I mean, since I got this around the same time, this hasn't grown much. But it's, Cryptocoryne Lutea, it's supposed to be a low light, slow growing plant. And I wouldn't say it grows fast, but it doesn't grow that slow. And from what little I know about plants is that, you know, if they don't get enough light, they can grow taller because they're trying to reach the light. But in this tank, this plant gets more light than I have in my other tank, so it's kind of the opposite there, I guess. Because I have some in a couple other tanks where they get much less light and they, you know, haven't grown this big. But it's pretty crazy how it's reached the surface in a 16-inch high tank. But it's a cool plant. Has, you know, a green, a little bit of brown, like natural brown. And the texture is pretty neat. But yeah, one of my favorite plants for sure. All right. And that's it for now. And in case you didn't know, I'm Jeff, and I enjoy fishies. Thanks for watching.